times per minute, back and forth. So this is pretty fast. To be able to actually do this, if you're tensing at your shoulders, you're not going to be able to get the speed that you need. You know, you do have to tense a little bit, but if you're holding all your muscles tight from the shoulder to the hands, you won't really be able to do this. And when the client is in the supine position, you have to have them hold at the shoulder a little bit. So you're going to have Manjula just hold here at the shoulder, so the elbow is straight, and you can tell your client that when you do this. Looks like this.
Oh, cool.
And then at the end, we get just a little tug or stretch. So it looks like this. Once again, I'm going to have you hold a little. Okay? So you just do 2-3 times on any body part that you use. And I use this, you know, here and there in massage. It's not, you know, something I use during every massage. When someone has cold hands, cold feet, when they say they have that consistently, this is definitely one of the techniques that I would incorporate into a massage to try to increase chi and blood flow. And so then when we do on the hand, you could do specifically on the wrist, here. Or you could do all 4 fingers, like this. Or you could do 1 by 1. If you do 1 by 1, just don't over-rotate. Don't make your roll too big, okay? Here. Here, and then we do the thumb last. So you just do 1 by 1. Okay, and again, that's to increase chi and blood circulation. Now, don't do this particular technique if a client has a joint issue, like that's acute. Chronic issue should be fine. Don't do it if someone has rheumatoid arthritis at all, because that will most likely flare it up. Otherwise, you're pretty, you know, just use your common sense about when you use that technique. So no acute joint issue. And then we use on the foot as well, on the sides. So you start at the heel, and you move to the toes, and you go back and forth like this. New one. Okay, so that's on the feet. So those are the areas of application in the supine position. And then if we can get a face cradle, I'll show what we can do in the prone position.
I'll use my scarf.
And this will warm everybody up. Get your own chi flowing.
Yeah.
You do rolling and striking technique for sure.
I have an extra pillowcase, Manjula. Do you want?
This should work for now.
Okay.
Thank you. Maybe.
Okay, so when the client is prone, areas of application, starting in the lower portion of the body, is from the knee to the ankle. And when, you know, you could add this in something like, you know, so you're doing kneading, grasping, right? Like so. You could add or rolling in here. Okay, so knee to ankle, and then we can work on the flank and low back. So basically you're working probably from about the, I'd say the 8th rib down from here to here in this particular So that's rub rolling on the flank. And again, that will help with a little bit of mobilization of the low back and SI joint. But again, the idea is to increase chi and blood flow. And when we work with the flank like this, I feel like it does help to stimulate the internal organs as well.
Can
Just
you-
that little bit of motion.
Can you do that one more time for
Sure.
us?
And then last, in this position, we can work from the elbow to the wrist. You're staying an arm on the table. So, you know, you could be doing grasping technique, you know, you're doing rolling technique. Then before you put the arm back on the table, and it also helps to mobilize the head of the humerus and the glenoid cavity. You can see it actually moving, shaking the scapula as well.
How much pressure are you using, or is it pretty
Light
much
to
just
moderate.
like
The more pressure you use, the less control you have. So if you use a lot of pressure, you're going to end up tensing up. So, and this does take a little bit of effort on your part. Okay, so let's make a group and